Don't take things personally. Normally, it is not about you. The reason I brought this up is I've been listening to a book called The Four Agreements, which I would highly suggest. And agreement number 2 is talking about taking things personally. And so many people take things personally. It is normally, though, when people say comments to you or you're just listening in on a conversation, it isn't about you. It isn't meant to be personal to you. Normally, if somebody is saying something to you, you're overweight, or why did you do that? Maybe you're so stupid. Usually they're projecting their insecurities, their inadequacies, the things that they feel about themselves. So it's not necessarily that they think you're overweight or that you aren't attractive or that you're stupid. It's the fact that they feel those weaknesses in themselves, or they look in the mirror and that's what they see and feel about themselves. And they project that on others, trying to make themselves feel better by pulling people into their world of their suffering and hurt. So in the Four Agreements, they talk about the fact that, post it up everywhere. The fact that it isn't personal. Don't take things that people say to you personally. Even if it's something that somebody's saying to you that isn't necessarily directed at you, it's just in a group conversation, or you're hearing something on TV, or you're reading about it or listening to it, let's say on a podcast, and it twinges you, it bothers you what somebody is saying or that you're hearing, then maybe it is something that is, internal to you, that is something you're struggling with. Maybe you need to work on that. But what it is, somebody purposely saying it to you, John, Sally, you're overweight, or that was a stupid thing that you said. Oh, I can't believe you did that. Usually, again, it isn't that you are not perfect, or that you're not somebody that doesn't have problems or challenges, but usually when people bring up stuff about you, it is their insecurities. It's not yours, and you don't need to take it personally, because the more we take things that people say to us personally, the more we live in that rabbit hole, the more we live with our head in the sand and have that boo-hoo woo-hoo attitude. So learn to not take things that others say to you personally. It's usually their issue. It's usually their way of making themselves feel better by bringing other people down and pulling them into their energy vampire state. So I look forward to discussing this further. DM me, drop me a comment below. For those that have read the book, The Four Agreements, what do you think about it? Again, I'm just starting chapter 3. I listen to my books on Audible when I'm driving or I'm at home working. Great book, not very long. Would highly suggest it, and it can help you. There was lots of things that I've listened to in that book that I'm aware of already. But when we hear other people tell us about it, it becomes more at the forefront of our mind, and it's easier to start practicing when we constantly have those messages, even though we're aware of the messages, repeated in our minds. So again, don't take what other people say to you personally. It's usually their challenge, not yours. You're not the issue. They usually are. They're usually weak in mind and trying to feel better about themselves. So they're trying to drag other people into their negative mindset and negative world by saying cruel, ignorant, mean things to us when it really they're the problem. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. I hope you're having a fantastic day. God bless you all. Peace out. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.